Hello and welcome to Rant and Review. So this week we've decided to kind of go for a big one. 5 films that you need to see before you die. A bit depressing, but these films are
These films will lighten you up.
Starting off with Schindler's List. So this is a 1993 film directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Liam Neeson and Ralph Fiennes. And that's based on the true story of Oskar Schindler, who worked for the Nazis during World War II. And over the course of the war, he managed to save the lives of over 1,000 Jews. If you don't know anything really about the whole story, obviously it's based on a true story. And what Steven Spielberg does with the material is just, it's some of his best work.
I think it's his finest piece of work.
I think he's actually gone on record as saying if he's going to be remembered for any films that he's ever done, he wants it to be E.T., another great film,
Classic.
and this film, Schindler's List, because of obviously his emotional connection to it, him being Jewish himself.
Yes.
And it's just unbelievable.
Sums up the harsh nature of the reality of the time just unbelievably well. It's kind of terrifying in a way.
Yeah, you don't necessarily enjoy it, but it is a stunning piece of film. So it's all filmed in black and white.
Which I think really adds to it.
Yeah.
I think it really makes it darker.
It feels more like the kind of period piece that it is, but then you get these flashes of colour when he sees just a small young girl wearing red. And I think that's the moment of realisation for Schindler in the film.
Yes.
That's what kind of turns him around and makes him consider these people as people. And
I mean, there's absolutely no questioning that it's Liam Neeson's best ever performance.
Out of anything, it's amazing to think this is the man who's gone on to produce such filth as both the Taken sequels.
Where's he gone? What's he doing? And the promise he had from this performance, incredible.
It is incredible.
You fall in love with him after this film. It deals with this horrible subject matter so incredibly well.
Yeah, it's such an important film. See, Ralph Fiennes is in it, and it is one of his finest performances of anything that he's done. And he plays the antagonist to Schindler's protagonist, and he does it masterfully.
Yeah.
He's unhinged, this character, and he is just incredible.
Yeah, I think it's probably the closest we'll ever get to knowing what it felt like to be in that time and that horrible sort of Nazi era, and it just portrays it so incredibly well. And Spielberg, fair play. He's done a long list of films, but this has got to be number one. So, on to the 1975 classic One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So this stars, obviously, Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher. So basically, a criminal, he pleads insanity and gets placed in a mental institute where he gets to know the other patients and basically rebels against the oppressive nurses. Yeah, I mean, what a great film.
It's one of those films, you wouldn't expect it to make you feel the way it does make you feel. Yeah. It's actually quite uplifting in places.
So I think the whole film's actually very uplifting tone with a horrible underlying negativity based below it.
It's a kind of a study or a comment of the best of humanity and the worst of humanity.
Yeah.
In this really tight enclosed space.
Yeah.
Just for the whole film.
It's one of Jack Nicholson's finest performances.
I mean, he's a great actor anyway, but
yeah, we know what he can do, and this epitomises his finest art. The way he takes on the role, it's creepy in a way. It's creepy, but so well acted, because the whole film you're thinking, is he actually mental or is he just a nutcase? I mean, it's got one of the most hated characters I think I've ever watched in a film, which is the main nurse.
You'll see this film and you'll hate her. You'll hate her more than any character of anything. And I can't quite put my finger on why.
No, she's stuck in my mind ever since I've seen the film.
Yeah.
Horrible character, played brilliantly.
With a really harrowing ending as well.
The ending is dark, very dark, but just a kind of lovely, horrible film. All in one.
It's definitely one you just have to watch and experience for yourself.
You have to see this film.
Number 3 is a slightly older classic, the 1957 12 Angry Men. This is... There are only certain films that you could say are flawless. This is
definitely one of them.
This is a stunning film. So it stars Henry Fonda. A jury, they're trying to determine the innocence or guilt of a person on a murder trial. And over the course of 90 minutes, they have to try and decide his fate. And through the course of the film, they go through so many different twists of their opinions, and they're all affected by each other's voices. And it just goes from one place to the other, all within the span of one film, in one room with the same 12 people.
Over 90 minutes.
And it's a work of genius.
It's one of the best definitions of the more simple you make something, the better it can be.
Less is more.
Yeah. It is so simple, the concept, but the discussion, the scripting is absolutely flawless.
Yeah, I can't find fault with this film. I can't.
It's just amazing. There's not a lot you can say about it because it's so simple.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of bad you can say about it.
Yeah.
There's not any bad you can say about it.
It's just so gripping for a black and white film, stuck in a room for the whole film. How is it so interesting?
You'll just be gripped though.
A brilliant ending as well to top it off. Absolutely phenomenal film. Moving on to number 4, we have the 1996 classic Trainspotting. So this is directed by Danny Boyle, and we know he's gone on to do a variety of interesting films. Ewan McGregor is a man at a low point in his life. He decides to try and kick his drug habit and make something out of his life.
And you just follow him on his journey. And
yeah.
What a journey it is. It is. I mean, Danny Boyle is known for doing these really kind of creative and expressive, and take these different directions with his films and do things that other directors, might not have the creative vision to do.
Yeah, he tries to make you feel like what it would be like to be in that situation, these character situations, as much as possible.
And he does it amazingly.
Brilliantly,
He's incredible, and the whole film comes together as such a perfect package. You really feel what these characters go through. I mean, it's horrible in places.
Yeah,
really
you really
uncomfortable.
You do experience what it would be like to be taking these drugs.
And then to have that withdrawal.
Oh, the whole withdrawal scene where he's in the bedroom, and he keeps just seeing all these horrible things. The toilet scene. Just you will know the toilet scene when you watch it, and it's just stunning. It's so
just
well acted as well. I mean, these characters who are, let's be honest, they're idiots, but you love them in the film and you follow them and you want the best for them.
There are quite a few characters in it, but they're all fleshed out and they're all quite believable.
Yeah.
And you do feel for all of them in their own sort of individual ways.
So how horrible you feel during the film is just testament to Danny Boyle's work and how he makes this film.
But again, he still somehow manages to make it quite uplifting by the end. Not to spoil the ending, obviously they are doing a sequel, which we're very happy about.
Yes, very excited about that. It'll be soon, and hopefully it's got a lot to live up to.
Yes, but hopefully it's got a lot of potential.
On to the final film we're going to talk about today.
The Shawshank Redemption. So this is 1994, directed by Frank Darabont, who has adapted a lot of Stephen King novels. This is a short story by Stephen King, also starring Tim Robbins and, of course,
the classic
Morgan Freeman, who's just the godfather of everything. A man is wrongfully convicted of a crime that he didn't commit, and he gets sent to prison where he spends a lot of years getting to know the inmates and befriending them, making really good friends with these people. And
again, it sounds so simple,
but it's such a testament to humanity and just a comment on everything good and bad about humanity again. And it is just amazing.
Absolutely amazing film, incredible. I mean, you watch a film that is quite far-fetched in parts, you just don't care, because you are so engrossed in what's going on in that prison, and you feel like you're part of a prison. I felt like I was in prison watching this film.
And you become so connected with these characters as well as they go along. You know, these men, you forget. I think that's the point. The first time I watched the film, about halfway through the film, when I realised these men are criminals.
Yeah.
And obviously you're reminded it at different points, but it was halfway through I thought, actually, yeah, these men have probably done some really horrible things. But you don't really think about it because you're seeing a different side to them. You're seeing a side that the film wants you to sympathise with these people, and you do.
And you go through all the emotions with them and what they're going through.
It's superbly directed. It's superbly scored. It came out in the same year that Forrest Gump won the Oscar. In the same year that Pulp Fiction was released as well.
How has this happened, eh?
There's some misjustice in this world. This is one of them.
This is probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
What a terrible mistake.
Because it is one of those films, of all the films in this list, it might be my top one to say you have to watch it before you die. If you don't watch any of the other films, watch this one.
You have to. It just gives you that the power of the ending just makes you feel like nothing else. It feels like you don't care about the rest of your life. You just want to watch this film again. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. We're going to have another video with you as soon as possible. Yeah, this is probably just part 1 of the top 5 films. There'll be a part 2 again at some point. Give us a like, subscribe if you don't already, give us a comment below, and see you soon. Right. See you later.